Hello everyone and welcome back to our HR Management Masterclass. In our previous lesson, we learned what human resource management is and why it is important for organization. Today, we are going to understand something equally fascinating, the evolution of human resource management. Have you ever wondered why the HR department in modern companies handles recruitment, employee engagement, leadership development, analytics, and even artificial intelligence? Was HR always like this? The answer is no. HR has evolved significantly over the last 100 years. Initially, HR was responsible only for maintaining employee records and paying salaries. Today, HR plays a vital role in shaping business strategies, improving employee experiences, and driving organizational growth. In this lesson, we will explore the six major phases of HR evolution and understand why HR transformed from an administrative department into one of the most strategic functions in every organization. Let's begin our journey through the history of human resource management. Let's start with the earliest stage, known as the personnel management era. During this period, organizations were mainly concerned with increasing production. Employees were considered simply as workers or laborers whose primary responsibility was to complete assigned tasks. The department focused on administrative work such as maintaining employee records, tracking attendance, preparing payroll, enforcing discipline, and ensuring compliance with labor laws. There was very little emphasis on employee development, motivation, or career growth. If someone asked, "What did HR do?" the answer would be straightforward: maintain records, calculate salaries, and ensure followed organizational rules. At that time, employees were reviewed more as a cost of production rather than valuable organizational assets. You can think of this era as people administration rather than people management. This laid the foundation for what eventually became modern human resource management. As industries expanded, organizations started noticing an interesting pattern. Employees working in unhealthy and unsafe environments often became sick, unmotivated, or left their jobs. Poor working conditions directly affected productivity. This realization led to the welfare era. And you can see the 1920 to 1940 was the welfare era. Organizations started investing in employee welfare by providing medical facilities, canteens, transportation, housing, sanitation, and workplace safety measures. The philosophy became simple: if employees are healthy and satisfied, they will perform better. Instead of merely controlling employees, organizations started caring about their physical well-being. This was one of the most major shifts in HR thinking, from managing employees to supporting employees. Although the focus was still limited, this era introduced the idea that organizations have a responsibility toward employee welfare. The next major transformation came during the human relations era, 1940 to 1960. Researchers began studying employee behavior in the workplace. One of the most influential studies during this period was the Hawthorne studies, conducted at the Western Electric Company in the United States. You can see the definition given. Organizations realize employees are motivated by recognition, relationships, and communication, not only money. This was the definition during the human relations era. The researchers discovered something surprising also. Employees are not motivated only by salary. Recognition, appreciation, communication, teamwork, leadership, and social relationships also have a significant impact on performance. This changed the way organizations viewed employees. Managers started employees in discussions, encouraging teamwork, improving communication, and creating a positive work environment. The focus shifted from controlling employees to understanding human behavior. The key lesson from this era is simple: people work better when they feel respected, valued, and connected to their workplace. Even today, employee engagement and workplace culture are built on these principles. HR management era, 1960 to 1980. The definition given was HR became a professional management function responsible for employee development. By the 1960s, organizations realized that managing employees required professional expertise. This gave rise to human resource management era. During this period, HR became a structured and specialized department. New HR functions were introduced, such as recruitment and selection, training and development, performance appraisal, compensation and benefits, industrial relations, and career planning. Instead of treating employees merely as laborers, organizations started recognizing them as valuable resources capable of contributing to long term business success. This is where the term human resources became more popular because employees were now considered organizational assets rather than expenses. Meaning HR practices that we still use today originated during this era. The next phase completely transformed HR. This was the strategic HR era, 1980 to 2010. Organizations realized that business success depends on people. Instead of functioning as a support department, HR became a strategic business partner. HR professionals started participating in business planning and decision making. Their responsibilities expanded to workforce planning, talent management, leadership development, succession planning, organizational development, and change management. The objective was no longer just managing employees. The objective became helping the organization achieve its business goals through effective people management. For example, if a company planned to expand into a new country, HR would estimate workforce requirements, recruit talent, design training programs, and prepare future leaders. HR was now directly contributing to organizational success. So you can see the key message given in the strategic HR era, that HR shifted from support function to strategic partner. Strategic HRM terminology also evolved during this era, aligning HR strategies with organizational objectives. Welcome to today's world, the digital HR era, 2010 till present. Technology has completely transformed human resource management. Modern HR departments use artificial intelligence, cloud HRMS, analytics, applicant tracking system, learning management systems, employee self-service portals, chatbots, and predictive analytics. Today, many organizations use AI to screen resumes before a recruiter even reads them. Employees can apply for leave, access salary slips, update personal information, complete training courses, and even communicate with HR through mobile application. Data has become one of the most powerful tools in HR. Instead of making decisions based on intuition, HR professionals now use data to predict employee turnover, identify skill gaps, improve recruitment, and increase employee engagement. Modern HR combines three important elements: people, technology, and business strategy. Let's quickly summarize the journey of HR. It started with personnel management, where the focus was administrative work. Then came the welfare era, emphasizing employee well being. Next was the human relations era, recognizing the importance of motivation and workplace relationships. The HR management era introduced professional HR functions. The strategic HR era aligned HR with business objectives. Finally, the digital HR era integrated technology, analytics, and artificial intelligence into HR practices. Notice how HR evolved from maintaining records to driving organizational strategy. This transformation reflects the changing needs of business and employees. Why HR evolved? This is the question. You might ask this question. Several factors contributed to this transformation. Industrialization created larger workforces that required better management. Globalization increased competition and forced organizations to attract and retain talented employees. Technological advancements introduced digital tools and automation. Changing labor laws improved employee rights. Employees themselves started expecting career growth, flexibility, recognition, and meaningful work. Organizations also realized that innovation comes from people. To meet all these changing demands, HR had to continuously evolve. The lesson here is simple: as business changed, HR changed too. Let's understand modern HR with a practical example. Imagine a multinational IT company hiring software engineers. Instead of manually reviewing thousands of resumes, the company uses an applicant tracking system powered by artificial intelligence. Selected candidates attend virtual interviews through video conferencing platforms. Once hired, they complete digital onboarding and online training using a learning management system. Throughout their employment, HR analytics monitors employee engagement, predicts attrition, and helps managers make informed decisions. Employees can access HR services through mobile apps without visiting the HR office. This is what modern human resource management looks like today. Technology has made HR faster, smarter, and more employee centric. Let's revise today's lesson. Human resource management has evolved significantly over the past century. Initially, HR focused on administration and record keeping. Gradually, organizations recognized the importance of employee welfare, motivation, and professional development. Today, HR is a strategic partner responsible for business success, talent management, and digital transformation. Modern HR professionals need skills in communication, leadership, business strategy, technology, and HR analytics. The future of HR belongs to professionals who can combine people skills with data driven decision making. Congratulations, you have successfully completed the second module of our HR management course. Today we learned how human resource management evolved from simple personnel administration into one of the most strategic functions in every organization. Understanding this evolution helps us appreciate why modern HR professionals perform such diverse roles from recruitment and employee engagement to analytics, leadership development, and digital transformation. In our next module, we will explore the roles and responsibilities of HR professionals, where you will learn what HR teams actually do on a day to day basis and how different HR roles contribute to organizational success. If you find this lesson helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with anyone interested in building a career in human resource management. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next lesson.